Well, we got our first of the new species field guides, except they're apparently called dinosaur showcases. Right here, dinosaur showcase. Why have you done this? Field guide is a classic staple. They should be field guides. Anyway, um, I guess we can leave the caption on. Let's see what we got here. 1 minute of footage for the Lokiceratops, which is a surprising inclusion. This guy is known for having asymmetric frill, so I'm curious if that'll be included in the specific version here or not. Nope.
Meet the Lokiceratops,
Nice looking.
one of the most spectacular horned dinosaurs you can add to your park. With its huge, colourful frill and curved horns, this recently discovered ceratopsian is guaranteed to be a guest favourite. Watch them show off. These social dinosaurs display fascinating territorial behaviours that guests love to observe. They thrive in small groups and can share space with other peaceful herbivores. Just provide plenty of room and vegetation. Powerful, distinct, unmissable. The Lokiceratops is a captivating headline attraction for any new park.
DIN. I missed the field guide. It doesn't feel the same when it's a showcase. Okay, let's look back through this. So, it is asymmetric. I didn't notice it at first, but mostly the top horns. Not so obvious running in here from the side, but yeah, these guys here, asymmetric. So the fossil, I believe, has pretty substantial asymmetries in these like curved horns at the top as well. And this is kind of an interesting thing with like ceratopsians. It's becoming apparent that the way the frills develop with as they reach sexual maturity is the horns kind of float, and so you can get these horns pushed to some weird positions sometimes. Also, maybe depending on injuries during development. This comes in with Styracosaurus a lot, where there's a bunch of different Styracosaur-like dinosaurs that were kind of discovered to just be Styracosaurus with weird arrangements of the horns on the frill. So yeah, color palette here looks really nice on this thing. The foot looks very ceratopsian. It looks to me like it's got the weird, oddly dainty front hand foot, at least in this view, which I don't think, don't quote me on this, but I don't think any of the JWE 1 and 2 ceratopsians have the correct feet. I think. I might have to go back and do a closer look at some feet. Yeah, nice head looks pretty thin side to side like it oughta. The profile here, especially with like honestly the way the horns kind of splay outward on the head too is also very distinctive, and like a very distinctively pointy jugal horn. Like they picked a good animal to give it like a distinct profile. I'm a little shocked to see a large ceratopsian like this. Well, large in the sense of not being aqualops. Because it kind of means like, I mean, we didn't really get a new large ceratopsian in two past the Pachyrhinosaurus at release, but like would have assumed they would select animals based around obvious inclusions in like rebirth. So with Aqualops coming out and then possibly a Pachyrhinosaurus remodel for Chaos Theory on top of that, I just didn't expect to see another one. But yeah, no, the patterning is cool. Like they did frill patterning, but they didn't make it the same obvious like eye spots. We got this like splotchy ring of color, which is very cool here. I like this. Yeah, good looking animal.
Meet the Lokiceratops.
We get the babies, the wee ones. So this is probably the female without the eye spots, and then the ring of color, and then this is probably the male with the ring and then the eye spot type arrangement. Also the striping on the horns. Horns look maybe bigger. I would assume so. Baby is less Triceratops coated. At least in the sense of like, the IRL gremlin Triceratops juvenile. This is much more small version of adult, cutified, so making it a little more distinctive maybe.
One of the most spectacular
Any information on this screen? Batch size 2 to 4, 108 appeal. Lokiceratops, yep. Okay. I'm not going to draw any conclusions from this. I would need to compare to other existing animals to think about where this might fall in the tech tree, but 100 appeal, this is like probably mid-tier. I don't remember what the highest tier Ceratopsid is. Let's take a quick peek. 108 is actually high tier. This is 110 is Sinoceratops. So this is like assuming the animals from 2 get ported to 3 with the exact same stats, this is like tippy top tier Ceratopsid just below Sinoceratops.
Killer horned dinosaurs you can add to your park. With its huge...
Wait a second. What is this +2? It's like a gate symbol +2? What does that mean? I'm drawing a blank on what this might be. This is the only thing here that's weird to me. Oh, is it faction rep? This might be faction rep.
With its huge, colorful frill.
Oh yeah, I bet you it's a performing that action does like a little bit of bonus for like the science equivalent faction or whatever maybe. Another look at the side profile. Yeah, you can see the feet there. This look like correct ceratopsid feet. Also, appropriately rat-like tail in that it's like short and narrows very quickly. This looks, to my eye, right, to my untrained, non-professional eye, this looks like probably our most accurate ceratopsid by like a good margin.
Discovered ceratopsian is guaranteed to be a guest favorite. Watch them show off.
Also, yeah, again,
show off.
Clearly a family unit, so we could see. Well, there's not the ring of color there. It might be. I don't know.
Recently discovered ceratopsian.
I mean, this could be a blank. This could be a blank. This could be a pattern male. But you could see the there's also up curve on the tip of the horn. The female presumably curves downward. The male curves up at the end. Probably the most substantial difference in anatomy between the two, at least as far as I can see, other than coloring. Maybe the little hornlets on the frill are a little more exaggerated. Like these look a little more sharply tipped. These curve in a little more here, right? This looks more like a broader swoop on the male. And then these horns here look a little bigger, maybe, but like, man, we're stretching.
Watch the...
Yeah, another good look at the male. Yeah, another look. That looks pretty good. That looks like ceratopsid feet to me.
Show off. These social dinosaurs display fascinating territorial behaviors that guests love to observe. They thrive in small groups and can share space with other peaceful herbivores.
Okay, this shot, they're talking about cohab, and in this shot, there's no information to be had about cohab. This is just the base GW2 enclosure with a sauropod and an ankylosaur. Is this our first confirmation of Ankylosaurus? It might be. I don't remember if we've seen that confirmed before, but I mean, this animal was always going to be in the game. That doesn't mean anything. These are presumably all Lokiceratops. You can't... yeah, they look to me like they're all just Lokis.
Just provide plenty of room and vegetation.
Yeah. These are definitely Lokis. I'm fairly confident this one here is too.
Powerful, distinct, unmissable. The Lokiceratops is a captivating...
Oh, also this is a pine forest biome, like Pacific Northwest, you know, whatever the alpine biome maybe. I don't remember which one is which in 2. So I think that's our first confirmation of that. Kind of DFW-esque buildings in the back there. Is there much else in these shots for that? Yeah, no buildings to be seen there, just like in background environment. So kind of that one shot of the tower is just about it, but I mean, this thing matches a Canada vibe pretty well.
Captivating headline attraction for any new park.
Okay, that's just about it. There's a tiny rock in the corner. Look at that. That's cool. All right, well, I don't think there's much else to be said. I can go do a quick peek online, see if there's been any other information about this guy. So yeah, no other information here. I'm gonna shout out A12666 on Reddit for their excellent Lokiceratops meme. Yes. Nobody wants the mutants. We all want Lokiceratops now. Beautiful. Yeah, interesting too that this was Lokiceratops and not like the popularly requested and possibly cut from Rebirth Diabloceratops. But if Diabloceratops was going to be in Rebirth, right up to the end, assuming it ever was going to be in Rebirth, which I'm not convinced by, then that might have been planned for a Rebirth DLC and not, had been produced for base game, which is why we'd get a different one. So that's something to consider. So yeah, why don't we leave this one here? That's enough talking about a 1-minute trailer. I'll catch everybody next time for the next reveal, presumably next Wednesday. Presumably we'll get one of these every Wednesday now, right? Or Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Wait, what day is it? It's Tuesday. Okay.